A bag contains 75 marbles that are red, blue, or green. The ratio of red to blue marbles is 15 to 7, and the ratio of blue to green marbles is 7 to 3. If two blue marbles are removed and replaced with two green marbles, what will be the new ratio of red to green marbles? Okay, let's write down what we know. We know that red to blue marbles is 15 to 7, so red to blue is 15 to 7. And the ratio of blue to green is 7 to 3. Okay. This is a very tricky problem. I read this before and I had trouble making sense of it. And I think the best way to explain it is using a diagram. So let's actually explain it this way. So let's imagine we have the actual bag here. Okay, and in this bag we have 75 marbles inside. So in here there are 75 marbles. And a portion of the bag is red. Another 15, not 15 marbles, but the ratio of red to blue is 15 and 7. So let's just say this is some ratio of 15 red, and ratio of blue could look something like this perhaps. So let's say that's 7, so 15 to 7 blue, and the green is something like this, where it is 3. Okay. Now, we don't know how many, well, we know that there's 75 in here, but we don't know exactly how many red, blue, or green. We just know that the ratio is 15 to 7 to 3, just like here. Now, in order to figure out how many red, green, and blue marbles there are, we need to basically think of each of these as its own little set. And if we multiply a variable in these sets, that should equal a total of 75 marbles. Now, what does that mean when I say that? That means let some variable, we'll just say k, equal how many marbles are in each set. So, how many marbles are in here? How many marbles are in here? How many marbles are in here? So we can say that 15 times k, 7 times k, and 3 times k will amount to the total of 75 marbles. Okay, so pause this and really make sure you understand what is happening here. So, we know that 15 times k plus 7 times k plus 3 times k is equal to the total marbles, 75 marbles. Okay, so this is really important to understand. We don't know how many marbles, how many red marbles, we don't know how many blue, and we don't know how many green. We just know that the ratio is 15 to 7 to 3, and we know that if we multiply each of these sets by k, we can figure out, given that we have 75 marbles, what that K would equal. Now, how do we find the K? We can find the K by noticing that 15K plus 7K plus 3K is equal to 75 marbles. And we can take the K out. 15 plus 7 plus 3 equals to 75 marbles. I don't have space. And K times 15 plus, 10 plus 15 is 25 equals 75. K is equal to 75 over 25, which is 3. Now, what does that tell us? That tells us that when we put this K, this 3, back into here, and into here, and into here, that we will get 75 marbles in total. At least that's how it should work. So let's see. Does 15 times 3 equals 45? So this is saying that there's 45 red marbles. 7 times 3, 21 blue marbles. And 3 times 3, 9 green marbles. Okay. Now the question is saying, if 2 blue marbles are removed and replaced with 2 green marbles, what will be the new ratio of red to green marbles? Okay. So, if we remove 2 from 21 blue marbles, what are we left with? We are left with 19 blue marbles. And if we replace it with 2 green marbles, so 9 plus 2, we have 11 green marbles. What will be the new ratio of red to green? So the new ratio of red to green. And we know that red was 45 and green is 11. So the final answer is 45 to 11. This is a tricky problem. Please break it down and really make sure you understand all the steps. The trickiest part is really knowing that this K is how many marbles are in each set. So each of these are its own distinct set, which have to be multiplied by something to figure out what the 75. How do we get 75? There's some K value that needs to be incorporated to figure out that there are 45 red marbles in here, right? I'm not going to do 45, but you get the idea. And similarly, there are 21 blue marbles in here, and there are 9 green marbles in here. Okay? And again, this K is the really most important part to figuring out how to get to this answer, is to find this K value, check. In fact, check. Does this equal 75? Does 45 plus 21 plus 9 equal 75? It does. It does equal 75 marbles. Yeah, and then we add in the 2 to the green and we remove the 2 from the 21. And then we get the final answer of 45 red marbles to 11 green.